F1 in Canada.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal.
Named after the legendary Canadian driver, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve has been host to plenty of first-time winners. Jean Alesi, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica, and Daniel Ricciardo all got their maiden victories here.
Ricardo, the boy!
Over a kilometre in Sector 3, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is a track that asks, who dares brake last? And that means it's tough on tyres and brake temperatures the whole way round. It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
All right. That is your introduction. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, what are we working with here? So, we were pretty low down the order, so I'm gonna underfuel the car by 2 laps. So we are 1.4 kilos a lap. And we are going to underfuel the car by 2 laps. Like nearly 3 kilograms. What the fuck? Well, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, so 3 kilograms. Okay, so we're underfueled by 3 kilograms. We're gonna do some quick math at the bottom. Okay, fine. So, let's see. So, a double stop onto medium. I'm not hot about this. So, medium or hard. This gives us more flexibility in the event of a safety car. But I'm not in love with this. Yeah, I'm not in love with this. What about if we do this? Oh, well, we can do this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Fine. Fine. So Ricardo is starting on soft, and then at lap 19, we are going to pit for another set of softs, and then lap 45 for a set of mediums. Okay. In terms of driver options, we are going to push everything that we have. Fine. And then our strategy for Aerosmith is probably going to end up being a little bit different. So I'm not sure how hot I am on the mediums. Ugh. Not really much in it, is there? There's -1. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be our best one. So Aerosmith is going to start the race on soft, and we are so soft, and we're gonna start with a pit stop on lap 24 onto soft, and then again on lap 47 onto mediums. There's no chance of rain throughout the race, so that is okay. We have underfueled both cars by 3 kilograms. Wait, what? Because fuel use is different between each car. Yeah, okay. Whoa, okay, hang on. Whoa. Nah. So 70 is the race lap. Yeah, okay. So we're underfueled by 3 kilograms. For both cars, and driver options are going to be oomph, oomph, and oomph. So full deploy, under fuel. Let's start the Canadian Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And here's George Russell settling in for the race.
Fighting for points is definitely possible from P8. The team just needs to get their strategy right.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
So, 5 lights off, we have a race start. Let's go, guys. Attack, attack, attack. Attack it. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, look at that. Look at that schmexy pose. Oh, beautiful. Oops. That is pretty dog shit of a view. Oops. That's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. This is kind of what I wanted. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's let's watch the race. Hot diggity dang. So we are underway with our cars, and we are side by side, still holding on to that 18th, 19th place for our team. Our drivers, I think, are side by side. These camera angles are kind of dog shit. NGL. Hey, Ilya, how's it going? Yeah, okay. It is going to be up to the drivers. It's fine, Ricardo, it's your teammates. Okay? So, because of all the rain yesterday, the track rubber is normal, but the grip is pretty good because the track... Oh, that was a crash! Hot diggity dang! That was a definite impact into a motherfucker. Oh, fucking hell! Okay. That was messy. Somehow never came up on the feed, but like that there was a definite thud in there. There was a definite thud within that bad boy. Safety car for this? Well, not really, because all the cars are going.
And behind you is Alonso.
Alright, so now that the race is underway, let's go and start putting pen to paper. So we're gonna have to consider our fuel considerations. So there's a 70-lap race.
You're doing a very good job.
Okay, everything is still proceeding quite well, except for the fact that Aerosmith has managed to get past Magnussen. A very successful overtake. Let's see how it happens.
Take a look now. Now we're watching the action closely.
Ah, the DRS. The DRS zone. Oh, beautiful. Nice clean DRS pass for Raven Aerosmith to overtake Magnussen for 16th. So, this has 3 DRS zones, which is quite interesting. What we are going to do, however, is we are going to peel back our aggressiveness on tire use, and we are going to peel back the
And try to cool down the
aggressiveness.
tires where you can. It's slightly coming up.
Perez, mechanical fault this early? That's rough.
I'm running out of battery.
So he's got an energy recovery fault. God, that's tragic for this point in the race. Hot diggity dang. Hot diggity dang. Tires are done. What do you mean the tires? The race has just started. What do you mean the tires are done? Oh, Perez is leading this race as well. Fine. Okay.
Reminder on the battery.
I love NASCAR. Thank you for the follow. Strange, almost strange to love NASCAR, but be joining for a Formula 1 stream. You're doing a cyber save, and you signed Nico Hulkenberg as one of your drivers for season 2. Also scouted Gabriel Boroletto, Franco Colapinto. I got the N in the wrong place there. And Mick Schumacher. Should you sign one of those three or re-sign Valtteri Bottas? Hey, your save is your own. Your save is your own. I am no expert in this game. This is my first playthrough, and we are only on round number 9 here. So I am not the beacon of expertise, my friend. So feel free to do what makes sense to you. In our team, we are Hibble F1. And we have Daniel Ricciardo, who's currently partying out in 18th place, and Raven Arrowsmith, who is Formula 1's first, changing history in 2024. Raven Arrowsmith is Formula 1's first full-time female racer. There have been 3 female racers who have participated in a race in Formula 1, but there has never been a female racer who has been a main driver on a team within Formula 1 for a whole season. There we go, nice clean pass from Ricciardo. Alrighty. Nice. Oh god, he almost got past Raven there, Jesus. So once again, our drivers are side by side with Ricciardo in 16th and Arrowsmith in 17th. Wait a minute, Ricciardo did pass Arrowsmith. How did such a thing happen? That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Okay. So, we're now on lap 5, so let's take stock of this race. Perez, with his ERS fall, is still holding on to the lead of this race, with Charles Leclerc in second, half a second behind. Half a second behind him is Max Verstappen in 3rd place, being followed down by Sainz. Norris is in 5th place. Hang on a minute, let's cut to, there's a little bit of argy-bargy for the lead of this race. Leclerc has gotten to the lead of the race in the last with a risky overtake into the wall of championships. Leclerc has just taken the lead of this race. Oh, let us now on lap 6 redo taking stock of this race. So Leclerc has just seized lead of this race in 1st place, being chased down by the wounded Perez in 2nd, 0.2 seconds adrift from him coming into another DRS zone. There might be some overtakes here. Verstappen is in 3rd, followed by Sainz. Norris is 1 second off the pace in 5th, with Hamilton hunting him down in 6th. Piastri is in 7th, followed closely behind by Tsunoda, with George Russell 2 seconds off the pace in 9th. Lance Stroll is hunting down Russell. He's going for it. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? He is going to get it. And in our camp, Ricciardo has overtaken Alexander Albon. Look at that. Just down the inside. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a good race for our team. This is turning into a good race for our team. Continuing what we were talking about there. So Stroll has now taken 9. Oh, hang on a minute. Arrowsmith has got past. How did that happen?
Down at turn 7. They decide to give it a go.
Oh, that is a risky take on the inside, the outside line for the next course,
And
but
that's
she makes
16th
it
place
happen
now.
with good traction. Good grief. God damn it, that pass gave me anxiety. Okay, we have no more of this, so let's start topping up.
Ciao, John.
Okie doke.
Good job. Ahead of us is Sargent.
Ricard,
Now we can see what happens.
what is happening to our
And we're
team?
watching
What
the
is our
action
team doing?
closely here.
How is this a
Can they
thing?
squeeze by?
We are literally a potato team. And yeah, okay, just
And up
clean
into 14th
overtaking.
they go.
You know what? Let's stop taking stock of this race and let's just start watching our guys, because our guys for some reason are out here clapping cheeks. No idea how any of this happened. At least two of my team are going to crash. Oh, there we go. There is safety car. Oh my god! What just happened? I literally fucking
deploy.
called it. I literally just fucking called it. What happened?
keep following
What
the reference.
happened? Was it a teammate? So we've got Hulkenberg in 15th place. That is our car in front. Oh, he fuck! Oh, into the. That is a hard hit. Oh god, that is a hard hit. He just loses it on the
Not
brakes
going
and
the way the
goes
team had hoped
into
today.
the wall.
That is for
Oh.
sure.
Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg. Okay, full conserve, and harvest. Conserve, and harvest. This is really early into the race.
Focus on cooling down those rear tires.
I'm a little bit unsure of what to do here. I want to see what...
You can consider a little bit of anti-deploy where you can.
Yeah, okay. So we're under safety car conditions. We've got a little bit of a gap until the leaders reach the safety car. I want to see what they
So
do
he's
in
out the
terms
car.
of pitting.
And
We
keep an eye on
might-
debris again. Keep an eye on
We
debris.
might jump onto hard tires here. I'm trying to see what the leaders do. There's still enough tire use that I'm not comfortable about jumping.
At the moment, you're P2.
Okay, yeah, basically everybody is going into the pits.
Max coming now.
Everybody is going into the pits. Okay. Let's take an unusual little pause for us. And let's go into the pits. And we're gonna change to hard tires. Yeah, I know we're gonna strategy conflict. That's fine. So the question is, how much of a gap do we have between our drivers? This is the rough part. Actually, because Ricardo's better on tires, isn't he? You know what? I think everyone's gonna be pitting. Yeah, I think everyone's gonna be pitting. So fuck it. Yeah, let's do the double stack, and this is gonna be super risky. Okay, but we're gonna do the double stack, and we're gonna take a set of fresh tires. So we are currently 14, 15, coming into the round of pit stops, and everyone is coming in. So hards and mediums seems to be what everyone is going into. So Ricardo's pit stop is going to have to be shit hot because we are going to be double stacking here. It's a good stop. It's a good stop, but we're delayed. Come on. No, that's rough. That's so rough. Fuck. Fuck. So it was good pit stops, but we got absolutely roughed up. by the fact that everyone else was freight training past us. Ugh.
And in front of you is Bottas.
Okay, right. So we need to finish this. Okay, so so we underfueled by
Ocon
3.
behind us.
So if we do 2.7, 2.4, 2.1, 1.8, 1.5, and then 1.4. Okay. So we have our pace calculations. Fine. Let's just see how we go. That was really unfortunate the way that worked out for us. We're gonna have a lot of work to do for ourselves now. Let's just use this opportunity. Oh. Okay, battery's fully charged. Okay, let's change up this strategy. So our next goal is basically going to be to consider a medium. We can probably consider a soft. Okay, let's do a little kind of balance thing here. Okay. So this is 2602. And then if we do soft, oh wow, okay, the softs are actually pretty viable here, Jesus. Yeah, okay, so the medium tire is definitely better. So option B is a 2605. Okay, so we'll keep to the 2602 for just now. Ricardo is now on the hard tire, and our next stop is going to take place on lap 43 onto the mediums, unless something else happens. Aerosmith is not so good on her tires, so let's do this again. Let's do 4 and 4, and let's see if we can make this work. Might not. Yeah, okay. So 03 is the best we can hope to get for Aerosmith. So we'll create this as a strategy, and then we will try and see. So can we do the softs? Can we make something work with the softs? So 2210. Yeah, no. So the medium, we're not even going to try. We're not even going to consider a strategy for this. So we're going to stick. So for Aerosmith, we are on the hards, and we are going to stick with a pit stop of lap 38, sorry, onto the mediums until the end of that race. Okay. That pit lane situation was so bad for us. We have lost so much of our progress.
We're happy with tires.
Which is not good. So let's keep going until the end of safety car. So it's not coming in this lap. Expect it for probably a few more laps. Safety car ending.
Safety car in this lap. Get ready.
Okay.
Let's go for a push.
Cool.
We will not need lift-off.
So looking at our underfuel, so we are on to lap 10. So we can get down to minus 2.5 and hopefully be okay. Norris, sorry, is controlling the pace. The green flags are flying, but Norris hasn't gone. Nobody knows what to do. Piastri's picked up a mechanical fault, and Norris has now gone in the lead of this race after the safety car period for Hulkenberg's crash. The safety car has now ended, and Norris Norris leads an aggravated Gigangang as we head over the start-finish line to resume green flag conditions, and unfortunately Hibble F1 has it all to do again now that this safety car has set us back by 3 positions for Ricciardo and what was 5 position for Aerosmith, but she has gotten past Zhao, which is pretty good. Let's see how it happened.
Now look, here we head into turn 2.
Oh, rammed the
gap
outside,
opens up for
taking
them.
the inside line for the next corner. Beautiful. Clean
And
pass,
moves up
and
a
away we
place
go.
into 19th.
So more of that. definitely more of that. Yeah, let's see where we can go. Oh, we lost a place. Zhao gets a place back. Let's see how that happened. So, looks fairly even so far. And then just on the brakes, he goes around the outside into the inside and just steals a place from right underneath Aerosmith's nose. That is unfortunate. We will do one lap. Under green flag conditions, and when it ends in approximately 20 seconds time, we will go to DRS enable, which is pretty good. So we are still expecting to be lapped. It's hard to tell what it is because of that safety car period. But yeah, we are gonna burn through some fuel. So we now got DRS. DRS is now an option. However, there are 3 DRS zones, but there are only 2 DRS detections on the entrance and the exit to DRS zone number 1. So when you hit that, you will get DRS if you are within 1 second, and when you leave, if you are still within 1 second, you will get DRS for the remaining 2 DRS zones. This is a bit of an unusual setup. Ricciardo is desperately trying to. In fact, it's a Hibble F1 against Cyber F1. So Ricciardo is desperately trying to find a way past Valtteri Bottas, and Raven Aerosmith is trying to get herself past Zhao. And as we look away for 1 second, Ricciardo does it. He just goes right past, and we fucking missed it. So let's see how
This
it
was good.
happened.
Currently P16.
Let us see how it happened. So here we go, and on the overtake, straight up DRS pass. Oh, alrighty, nice. You will hear this so much during this series. So Ricciardo moves up into 16th, and Aerosmith is still stuck in second 20th place. So in terms of our team progress,
Okay,
we
well,
are not
in your
obtaining the
DRS
results that we need. David Baz, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. There we go. Yeah, there's little fights going on all over the place, and now Aerosmith is just watching this happen, trying to find an opportunity to get past, and she gets past Ocon. Ocon and Zhao were battling side by side, and she was just waiting patiently for the opportunity, and actually manages to dive down the inside, catching Ocon entirely by surprise. Can she catch Zhao by surprise? I think she can. She's trying. They are both side by side. Both drivers are side by side, coming into the first DRS zone. Aerosmith does fall behind Zhao, but perhaps this is a tactical advantage. And Ricciardo overtakes Alexander Albon
And we're watching
to
Daniel
take 15th
Ricciardo.
place. It is just a straight pass
There's
under
the
the
opening.
DRS, coming into the inside line into this little mini complex that they have here.
And that sees them move
And
to
he's
15.
taking the plate. Nice. Absolutely nice. Aerosmith has eventually got her way past Zhao under the DRS, but can she get enough of an advantage to break the toe to Zhao, who is behind? Ricciardo up in 15th place. This is huge. And both of our drivers have now achieved their strategy. We are going to go to DRS top up. Zhao unfortunately has the DRS, so he is now side by side with Aerosmith, and this should be a relatively clean overtake. He is probably going to get the double DRS. Yep, so you can see Aerosmith does not have DRS, but Zhao does. So coming down the start-finish straight, Zhao is just going to pull out an advantage of half a second. Ocon is trying. Oh god, I thought. Zhao cementing his advantage with the DRS. Okay, it is now lap 15. Let us take stock of this race. Leclerc is in pole position. He is in the lead of this race, fighting for his life from Lando Norris, who is also fighting for his life from Sergio Perez. After the podium, we've got Carlos Sainz 1 second off the pace in fourth, being hunted down by Hamilton. And it's a bit of a freight train. Sainz is leading Hamilton, Tsunoda, Verstappen, and then Russell is 3 seconds off the pace in 8th place. He is leading a freight train of his very own of Alonso, Stroll, and Oscar Piastri, as well as Juan Manuel Carrera, Logan Sargent, Magnussen, Ricciardo, and Albon. So it is a perpetual freight train all the way from George Russell in 8th place all the way back down to Daniel Ricciardo in 16th, who has just lost a position under DRS to Albon, and it is the double DRS. So Albon is probably going to secure this, which is unfortunate. The DRS so powerful here at the Circuit de Villeneuve. However, it does work both ways, and Aerosmith has used her double DRS to get past Zhao, which is huge. Let's see if she can cement that position before we get to these, well, I was going to say the second, but the first DRS zone, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen. Zhao is right on her tail. They are going into the DRS trigger right about now, and Zhao is going to have the DRS, so it is going to be on Aerosmith to see if she can't defend this position. She blocks to the inside. She doesn't double move, so everything is perfectly legal. But Zhao is now going to have the double DRS going into the penultimate straight and the start-finish straight. So this is going to be a hard-pressed effort for Aerosmith to keep him behind. Oh, she blocks to the inside. She does still leave a car room. This is really fair racing from Aerosmith, but Zhao does not attempt to get past. He does have the second DRS zone. Is he going to try and steal the inside line? Aerosmith does move across. She does still leave a car's width. She's a very fair racer. He tries the inside line, but that inside line becomes outside line into the second corner, and he cannot do it. Aerosmith remains in 18th place. And Ricciardo, unfortunately, has fallen back a little bit. He's kind of in a race of his. Alright, we want to cool these engines down a little bit. Perez's mechanical fault is getting worse. This is not turning into a good race for Perez.
Kind of fault.
The lead of this race is very much heating up. Leclerc is still in charge, but Norris is right there behind. And Perez, despite his damage, is right on the tail of Lando Norris. Sainz has managed to catch up with them, and it is now a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 car battle for the lead of this race. Russell down in 8th place is where the split occurs. He has lost Alonso a little bit as he fights with Oscar Piastri, and indeed gets overtaken by Oscar Piastri. Good lord! As that fight continues, and the race continues to evolve. Interesting backwards and forwards. Ricciardo finds himself in a race of his own. He is 3 seconds behind Alexander Albon in 15, and 2 seconds ahead of Valtteri Bottas in 17. Aerosmith is a second, nearly 2 seconds off the pace of Bottas, but is being very much hunted down by Zhao, leading a freight train of Zhao, Ocon, and Gasly. So we're going to try and start cooling our engine down, and we need a little bit of ERS use. We're actually going to put Aerosmith's ERS into neutral. In the DRS zone, Aerosmith defends the inside line, so Zhao can't take it, which is fine, but he is going to have the double DRS coming into the start-finish straight. Such a very busy race this is, but is he even going to need the DRS? He tries the inside line, but he can't quite get an edge in. Aerosmith, as it turns out, is a very, very fair racer. She is leaving spaces left, right, and center for the competitors, but despite her fair racing, she is on merit keeping them behind. I say that as she gets overtaken by Zhao in the first DRS zone. He is going to use the second DRS zone to try but fail to cement that advantage. He does keep the position, but Aerosmith is right on the tail of Zhao. So it is now her turn. It is now her turn. Fuck, I said it again. It is now her turn to to get the DRS. All of you that have joined these streams and have told me that I should apply to like do virtual commentary, this is why I couldn't, right? Just getting words wrong constantly. Aerosmith doesn't even need DRS. She does not need DRS. She passes him before the DRS zone, but she gets a DRS anyway, which allows her to cement the advantage, and Ocon has followed her through on Zhao. Zhao's lost 2 places down to 20th place, and Aerosmith is in 18th. Now, unfortunately for her, that means that both Ocon and Zhao are going to get the double DRS coming now into this, the penultimate straight of this lap. And Ocon is already going for it. He is side by side and he has overtaken her. Fantastic run from Ocon. There was no answer to that. There was no answer to that at all from Aerosmith. And he is going to use the overspeed and the DRS to continue to cement this position and do what Zhao couldn't do for the last feckin' 10 laps. Not only that, but Zhao is side to side with Gasly, yeah, I think Gasly has indeed got the place. So Zhao finds himself at the very bottom of this race. Unfortunately for Ricciardo, Ricciardo has found himself now 5 seconds off the pace of Alexander Albon, and Bottas has closed right up to him. That 2-second advantage has become a 0.3 second advantage, and Ricciardo is now fighting for his life from Valtteri Bottas. What can we do for our drivers? Let's put them into neutral. So we're now on to lap 20. Okay, so what I want to do... let's see here. So the lap is 1 and a third, and we are just over. Oh, Gasly's got past Aerosmith down to 20th place. That's unfortunate. Is that on the DRS? Yeah, that is a DRS pass into. Oh no, it's not. Okay, no, yeah, okay, it is. He gets a nose in coming into the start of the penultimate straight of this race, and then uses the DRS and indeed the double DRS to cement that advantage, which is very poorly for Aerosmith. We're going to give it another couple of laps, and then we're just going to evaluate how the lap situation is going to go. At the moment, we are keeping on top of how much fuel use we can do. Remember, we prefer to underfuel our cars, so we don't have to worry about overheating our engine too much. But the safety car has unfortunately put us in a, well, unfortunately, not unfortunately, putting us in a position where we can underfuel our cars. Oh, this is looking pretty rough for our drivers. Zhao and Aerosmith are now fighting for last place. Ugh. This is not so good. We've got yellow flags. There's been a crash. I can tell by the damage screen. We've got multiple cars crashed ahead. Are we going to go safety car?
That's Max Verstappen.
Oh, Verstappen's crashed. Oh god, look at this gang of cars. So it's a 4-way battle, and it's side-to-side contact. Oh, you can see the spin there. Oh, yeah, side-to-side contact.
And while all that was happening, the crew in the garage could do nothing but watch on.
So the yellow flags have been rescinded, but there are now 2 cars. Max Verstappen and the RB of Tsunoda have damage. They have battle damage. So how that will prove. Oh, you can actually see. You can actually see the front wing damage. Look at that. Let me try and get a better angle. No! Stop! Fucking! Fuck! Stop it! Tsunoda has been given a time penalty. Okay, so the camera is being a fucking dick. But he does have front wing damage. And Zhao has... There it is. Okay, there we go. There we go. So you can see there that the end plate has been completely torn off. And how is Verstappen's car looking? Magnussen's got a worsening mechanical fault. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's too much damage on their car. There's a lot of backwards and forwards between Zhao and Aerosmith.
The opportunity's there.
So no DRS for Aerosmith, but she gets passed on merit.
And that sees them climb up into 20th.
Aerosmith's racecraft is pretty good, I have to be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. Her racecraft is pretty good. I wish it would be better, that we wouldn't be in 20th place. But yeah, okay. Yeah, Ricardo is now fighting off a freaking freight train. God, this is rough. Yeah, this is going to be really rough for Ricardo to hold on to the 16th place. Sauber and Alpine seem to have made quite big. Keep looking after your tires. Keep looking after your tires. You did a very good job. We're definitely going into mediums, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Not entirely sure how I feel about that. Not entirely sure how I feel about that. Okay, so now we are 10 laps post safety car. The gap to the leader before getting lapped is half a second. And it's 1 1/4. Okay. So 10 laps is equal to 2 over. I wish this math was slightly easier. 2 over 4, and it is 5 over 4. So in 15 more laps, we are going to get overtaken. So we're going to get lapped. 15 more laps from now is going to be lap 40. So yeah, so the back markers are going to start getting lapped at lap 40. Which means we are going to get lapped. The 40... It's going to be really, really touch and go. Whether we only get lapped once or twice. So the lapping is going to happen at lap 40 and lap 70. So that is going to depend on what happens there. Alonso has picked up a worsening mechanical fault.
Can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Great. That doesn't help tell us what it is. Doesn't help tell us what it is. Fine. Okay, let's go back to the interval view. So, Ricardo is now leading an absolute freight train of Bottas, Ocon, Gasly, and not Aerosmith, because Aerosmith is in a battle of her own with Zhao. We need to see if she can catch up the pace of Aerosmith. Right now, this is slightly frustrating because we want to try and make progress, but that doesn't really seem to be happening. But we are expecting to be at least 1 lap down, so we're going to work We're going to work to minus 1.4 for our cars. So let's push.
Stop the lift off, please.
So let us push these engines, and feck it. Do you know what? Let's push the tires. Let's push the tires until they overheat, and then we'll scale it back a little bit and see what it is we're working with. Oh god, she left it. Is that Ricardo? No, it's Aerosmith. Aerosmith left the door open for Zhao, but that didn't happen. Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's just give it all the beans. Let's give it all the beans. All of them. Every single bean. Not just 2 of them, not just 1 of them. We get all of them. It is a Ferrari 1-2 for the lead of this race. So with 24 laps under our belt, and on the 25th lap, Leclerc is fighting off his teammate Carlos Sainz for the lead of this race. Lando Norris is like 6 seconds off the pace in 3rd place, but he is fighting off a freight train that consists of Perez and Verstappen, who are side by side coming into the last corner. They're going to be side by side coming down and start-finish straight into the first corner. And who takes it? Verstappen does take the lead position, with Perez following in behind. Now this is complicated for these two because Verstappen has battle damage and Perez has mechanical fault. Hamilton is chasing down the both of them in 6th place. Tsunoda is 7 seconds off the pace in 7th, kind of appropriate really. Russell is 2 seconds off the pace. Lance Stroll is in 9th, desperately hunting down Russell. And Russell is once again leading a freight train. Freight train currently consisting of Stroll and Piastri. Magnussen is 11th place, leading the freight train that concerns Juan Manuel Carrera, who is going for a run. He's got the run on the outside. He's got the overlap, and he takes the position, which is huge. And he got the DRS. He got the DRS, which is going to allow him to accelerate away. So the freight train for 11th place is in no more. It is now the freight train for 12th place, which consists of Alexander Albon fending off Magnussen, Sargent, Alonso. Let me click. Alonso. Ricardo is on his own in 16th place. He's gained 3 seconds from Valtteri Bottas, but we are still 3 seconds behind Alonso. Bottas is in 17th, desperately fighting off Esteban Ocon. Gasly is in 19th. Aerosmith is in 20th. She has shaken off. She's shaken off Zhao, but only because we are expending a lot of resources to do so. So let's see what we got. Aerosmith has got double DRS. We are trying to join this gang down here. We aren't able to do it on this DRS stretch, but we have caught right up onto the tail of Gasly. Ricardo, let's see what he can do. So we're going to try and get down. So we're past lap 20, and we expect that we are going to get lapped. We're going to get lapped at lap 40. Oh, Aerosmith has got past. Very nice. Before even the DRS zone, Aerosmith has got past Pierre Gasly. That's huge. That's huge.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
So she
Now
overtakes
we're watching
on.
the action closely here.
Shut up, game. She overtakes on the entry into the DRS zone, and then on the way out,
into 19.
she gets to use DRS to cement her position. She is now hunting down Valtteri Bottas. This little resource use that we are doing is quite huge. However, we are burning up our tires a little bit, which is fine for just now. Aerosmith has got a lot more wiggle room than Ricardo does with tire use. So once Ricardo hits his tire, hits overheating, we're probably going to scale him back a little bit. For Aerosmith, we want her to get into that line. Aerosmith has now lost the position to Gasly, which is unfortunate, and Alonso has gone into the pits. But yeah, that DRS zone was really unfortunate for Aerosmith. But here we go. So Alonso has changed onto a set of soft tires, and he comes out in last position of this race. Ricardo is still in a race of his own, 3.5 seconds behind Magnussen and 2.5 seconds ahead of Bottas. Aerosmith is our one to watch. We are in the DRS zone. She has DRS. She has the inside line. Can she do anything with it? Oh, she can. She is clean past. That is unfortunately going to give Gasly the double DRS. So this is not so good. We've hit the overheat on Ricciardo's tire, so we are going to scale back to aggressive.
And try to cool down the tires while you can. Rear is slightly coming up.
And you will see, there he is. There he is. Gasly has got the DRS, so the only way he does not get past is because of Aerosmith defending. So she has defended well in the first DRS straight, but we've got the second DRS straight to go. But Aerosmith actually has the better run. Aerosmith has the better run over Gasly. Oh, but right at the end, he tries to get his nose up the middle, and it doesn't come to anything. We go around the corner into the start of lap number 29 for both drivers, with Aerosmith in the lead, and now a 0.7 second advantage. Zhao has gone into the pits, and he has got himself a set of them there soft tires. I wonder if a lot of these cars that are going on to the softs are still planning to do 2-stop race. Because, like, with 40 laps to go, I suspect these two will have to pit again. So, sorry, that would make it a 3-stop race. So, everybody pit under safety car, I think. Oh, no. Norris didn't. So, yeah, I suspect these two are going to do 3-stop races, whereas we're all still planning for 2. This is fascinating. This is fascinating. Strategy might give us quite a lot back in this race. I'm quite interested to see how this goes. Aerosmith, okay, we're gonna have to start scaling fuel use back a little bit. So we're now on lap 30, so we are aiming for 1.8. Have we even been lapped yet? Okay, no, we haven't. So we're still expecting to be lapped at, okay, actually, hang on, it's 10. So it's 10. So at 20 laps, the interval is 3/4. And the pace is 5/4. Okay, the lapping might happen later. Oh, yellows. What's happened? Did we actually spin? I feel like we didn't spin.
We have a yellow.
It was Logan Sargent that spun.
Right, we're taking the second corner.
Yeah, Logan
And
Sargent.
then the car just goes.
Whee!
And I wonder, could they have done anything about that?
So Logan Sargent spins. He loses 1 place for this. Okay, so potentially it's going to be at lap 50 before we get lapped. So I still expect us to be at lap. For lap 40, we are aiming for 0.18. So let's fuel use. Negative 0.18 fuel use. So let's scale this back. And just hope for the best, I guess. So we're doing really well on Ricciardo's tire use. The good news is for Gasly. Gasly is still... Actually, okay. Gasly has dropped off from Aerosmith with his lesser tire use. And Aerosmith has caught up to the back of Bottas. Bottas does have newer hard tires than her, so it is going to be down to racecraft to see if we can do anything of this, but she does have the DRS, and she's got the double DRS. He has the better run, and Ricciardo has got past
Let's take a
Magnussen.
closer look.
How does
And
that
we're
happen?
watching Daniel Ricciardo.
So this is on
It's there
the
for the
final
taking.
straight. Nice, and he uses the double DRS to
And
cement
puts
that
them in
advantage over
13th place
Magnussen.
now.
So with the pitter, indeed, we are up to 13th place for Ricciardo. Oh my god, we are within sniffing distance of the points. All it takes is for like Perez's issue to prove terminal and maybe another accident, and we are in a pretty good position. God, if we could get points this race, this would be amazing. Aerosmith has overtaken George Russell. How did that happen? I didn't even know George Russell was in the fight. So he's obviously just come out of the pits with his soft tires and Team Potato on the fucking on the worn hard tires. Well, I was gonna say sneaks past, but actually it's a bit more complicated than that. But no, apparently it's not. Russell with his brand new soft tires is still behind Team Potato on our pretty worn hard tires. This is phenomenal. This is absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, if there is a pretty tasty crash, we are at risk of getting points. However, the unfortunate part of this is, as it stands right now, Alexander Albon is within the points, which basically means that Williams will secure a very, very clear lead over us, which is not good. We take 12th place from Tsunoda by virtue of him being in the pit. He is getting off of his really worn soft tires and going over to a pair of mediums, which is probably going to take him to the race. Actually, probably not. Mediums at this point until the end of the race is it's a possibility, but not convinced. Yeah, I'm not convinced. The mediums are holding on quite well, so yeah, okay, maybe it is a possibility. Maybe it is a possibility. Oh, overtake successful. We're looking in all the wrong places. Aerosmith has overtaken Valtteri Bottas. Let's see how it happened. This looks like a DRS pass. So I think this is the first of the two DRS zones. The first big straight uses a DRS. It's very marginal, but she does get ahead. And this is going to give Valtteri Bottas the double DRS coming into the start-finish straight. So this is really unfortunate. So the question is going to be, is Aerosmith going to have picked up the DRS from Magnussen? She does. That is going to give her a degree of protection from Bottas, but Bottas did get a good run out of the final corner. So this is going to get dicey. It's going to, all the positions are going to hold coming into the start-finish straight, but the double DRS is going to be in place. Russell is attacking Bottas, is attacking Aerosmith, is attacking Magnussen. Nothing changes, but there is
Quite a lot of clipping.
Okay, I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that one means. So Aerosmith is up in 15th place with Ricciardo in 12th. There is definitely potential for this race. Oh, and Magnussen? Ayo? We got past Magnussen? How did such a thing happen? How did such a thing happen? Let's see how it happened. So is this a DRS pass? It is not even a DRS pass. This is purely on merit. So as Russell is attempting a pass on Bottas behind, Aerosmith just absolutely yeets down the inside of Magnussen to steal that 14th place. Huge. Massive. 10 out of 10 for effort. 10 out of 10 for effort. We're going to switch our DRS use back to neutral for just now, because we're currently not so hot on DRS use, and we are coming towards the end of this stint here. This is going to be quite telling. Oh, this is quite a big gang, and there is yellows. Not sure what's happened.
Yellow where you are.
Okay. Understood.
Yellows in sector 1 for Lance Stroll, who has had a spin. You spin me right. Oh my god, that McLaren. God, that McLaren would need an absolute change of underwear
And
after
look
that
at the team there.
performance.
They all knew what that
Good
moment
God.
meant.
Yeah, God, that is a definite actual factual change of undies. Bottas is coming after Aerosmith. Okay. Oh. Aerosmith goes slightly off track. Ah, that was a bit cheeky from Aerosmith, but yeah, okay. It's okay. It's not too much to worry about. She's going to have to double DRS. Both of our drivers are doing absolutely fantastically right now. Bottas does have 10% newer tires, so I'm not that worried about this one. And all of the people behind us seem to have a lot of injuries. Indeed, there's only 3 racers in front of us that are not driving particularly wounded cars. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Okay, so no DRS right now from Aerosmith. She is going to have the double DRS coming into the next couple of sectors. So, like, not getting the overtake done here is not massive. Russell has finally got past Ocon and Bottas. Aerosmith now opens up her DRS. And we are going to try... We're going to have 2 attempts here. We're going to try to get past Bottas once. Around the outside. Oh, we have got past. We've got past. Oh, and he very almost glances the wall. And we're going to use the second DRS zone to extend that gap, which we are now doing, which is huge. Ricardo is keeping 1.8 seconds from Logan Sargent. Alexander Albon is in the points. This is rough for us because we need to do better than both Williams here. So both Williams and both Haas, we need to do better than, and hopefully... maybe get into the points. Maybe. Yeah, maybe if we can get into the points, this might give us a very, very interesting result. Or set of results, as it were. So, as it stands right now, we are not really bleeding off the fuel unuse as we want to. The lapping is starting to occur. We determined for us it was going to happen between lap 45 and lap 50. So we'll have to see if that happens. But yeah, the paper's getting busy, guys. The paper's getting busy. We doing math. We doing so much math.
That's okay.
Yep. This is my pace.
So he's not in the same race as us, so that's okay. But let's see how Russell got past Daniel Ricciardo. It's the end of the DRS zone. He has used it to try and clench position. It's been a bit backwards and forwards. They have to go side by side for it, but eventually with the overlap. Yeah, George Russell does get the place. Okay. Alrighty. So, it is more than the halfway point of this here race. Let's take stock of it. Charles Leclerc is in first place with 18 seconds to Max Verstappen. That is a huge lead. Lewis Hamilton is in third place, fighting for his life from Perez. who is in 4th. Sainz is in 5th, 3.5 seconds off the pace, with Norris 7.7 seconds off the pace in 6th. Oscar Piastri is in 7th, Lance Stroll is in 8th, Alexander Albon is 9th, with Juan Manuel Carrera, Russell, Sargent, Ricciardo. Aerosmith is our next battle, and she is leading a freight train consisting of Esteban Ocon, Valtteri Bottas, Tsunoda, and that is kind of it. Alonso is on his own in 18th place, 8 seconds off the pace. Zhao is 6 seconds behind him, and Magnussen and Pierre Gasly are kind of chilling on their own. I have drawn up a bunch of charts and shit, so yeah, we ballin'. We ballin'. Juan Manuel Carrera has entered the pits. So remember, the pit time loss under safety car is only 9 seconds, but the pit lane loss under green flag conditions is 19 seconds. So Ricciardo has already gone past, Aerosmith is going to go past, and Juan Manuel Carrera is going to lose a lot of places. Our pit stop is getting close. We're going to try and push this as much as we can, and actually Ricciardo's got a fair amount of give in his tires, so we're actually gonna start pushing on this. So Aerosmith, once we hit 35%, we are going to bring her in for some pit lane action, and I think we are going to start deploying the DRS. I know we don't have a lot of battery saved up, but I want to deploy it as much as we can. So yeah, Aerosmith's tires are starting to give up the ghost a little bit. How long is it until pit lane entry? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna bring her in next lap onto the mediums.
And keep an eye on your battery.
Okay, understood.
So this should be pretty good. Ricciardo is... Wait, what? Oh, Ricciardo is right next to Logan Sargent. I'm not quite sure how this has happened. I'm not sure how Sargent has lost so much pace. But, oh goodness. Do we have DRS? We don't have DRS. Okay. Well, that's fascinating. We have managed to close down on Logan Sargent on pure merit. So that is absolutely fascinating. However, the battle here seems to have changed. Ocon, using DRS, has gotten past Aerosmith. But Aerosmith is pitting this lap anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. We are beyond lap 40, so I can delete this in my notes. We are aiming for minus 1.5. Remember, we still expect to be lapped. And somehow, oh my god, Aerosmith gets herself past Ocon and Ricciardo gets himself past Sargent. Oh my goodness, it is all happening for Hibble F1.
So currently P11.
Let's see how it happened. Let us see how it happened. So this is Ricciardo overtaking Sargent. I think it was Sargent. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Alrighty. Nice.
So that is going to give Sargent the double DRS. So let's see if he can do anything with it as they come into the start-finish straight. Aerosmith does get past Ocon, who is in turn overtaken by Tsunoda. So they have lost 2 places. Oh, they are side by side. These two are side by side. This is like clench worthy. Oh, Ricciardo, my boy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ricciardo has secured the inside line, but unfortunately, Sargent had enough of an overlap. Let's watch this pit stop from Aerosmith, and let's see what we come to. So this is our last pit stop for this race, where I think some of our competitors are probably going to have to pit again. Oh, it's a slow stop. It's a really slow stop. That is, 2.9 is far too slow a stop. So we lose 0.4 seconds on the road compared to the rest of our competitors, which is frustrating. Okay. So because of this, we've given quite a lot. So let's just go to aggressive use. And we have Magnussen right on our tail. However, despite this, we are going to go to top up because, well, Magnussen is probably going to the end of this race. Ricciardo has gotten past Sargent, which is pretty good. But unfortunately, Sargent is going to have the double DRS. So he is on the outside line. He's dived to the inside line. Ricciardo can make one defensive move, which he has done. But unfortunately, it didn't stop Sargent getting the overlap. But he backs out of it. So the double DRS is on the go here. Whoa. Okay, that's fine. So Ricciardo does successfully defend that position, which is pretty good. Magnussen did overtake Aerosmith. However, that is for position. The cars in front of us will probably definitely be pitting again, so this is at least going to be pre-18 for Aerosmith as a minimum. Maybe with Ocon and Bottas's pits, we'll be slightly further up the road. Magnussen is for position, but he is driving a wounded bird. This could get worse, so we're not too worried about this one. We are also building our ERS, which is not the worst thing in the world. Ricciardo is in his 11th place. Oh, we're so tantalizingly close to the points. We have to pit again, but everybody has to pit again. George Russell is definitely gonna have to pit before the end of this race, I think. Leclerc, his tires should be secure, I'm thinking. Ooh, it's dicey. It is dicey. Oh, this is hella dicey. We are now on the optimal pit stop for Ricciardo, so let's get him in for his medium tires. And how is the lap situation?
Yep, box comes up.
Okay, the lap situation. I have the dreadful feeling. That we are now not going to get lapped. Because we are still at 3/4 of a second. 3/4 of a minute. And it's 5/4 of a minute. So there is a chance. Ricciardo might not get lapped. The lap difference is 4 seconds lap. I have the genuinely uncomfortable feeling that we might not get lapped.
Manual pit lane.
So let's see how we go. Aerosmith is on her tires until the end of the race.
Okay.
That's
alrighty.
rough. What is the pit stop issue?
We see
That's
Daniel
so
Ricciardo
rough.
swinging in. But hang on, there's the reason for the hold-up.
Rears. Rear right, it looked like. That's ruined our. That has literally ruined our chance of points. That has ruined our chance of points. Okay, both overdrive. Okay, I'm definitely confident. Okay, because of that fuck up, I'm very confident that we are going to get lapped before the end of this race. That is honestly rough. So rough. So minus 1.4 is our target. And we are not yet at lap 50, and our target is minus 1.5, which we're now on, so that is fine. So we're going to recharge the batteries, and we're going to see what we can do with this. So let's see who is in our race. So Magnussen is in our race. So everybody behind us is in our race. They are going to the end on this. Zhao is definitely going to have to stop. Alonso is definitely going to have to stop. Bottas is definitely going to have to stop. Juan Manuel Carrera is not going to have to stop. Sargent is going to have to stop. And I think when these guys do stop, we will overtake all of them. So we should end up around about here once this round of pit stops are done. What remains to be seen is Albon. Yeah. So this is gonna be really interesting. So as it stands right now, we have 25 laps until the end of this race. Charles Leclerc is in the lead of this race, who might potentially be going to the end on his soft tires. Carlos Sainz is definitely going to be going to the end, and he is 2 seconds off the pace on his medium tires. He has also set the fastest lap of the race. Lando Norris is 14 seconds off the pace in 3rd place, and Verstappen has just pitted for a new set of softs, going to the end of the race, as is Perez, Hamilton, Russell. Russell is debatable, actually. Russell is debatable if he can make it to the end of the race on these soft tires. Stroll is riding around potatoes instead of tires. He's definitely going to have to pit again. And here we go for the pits. So Sargent is in the pits. Let's see who gets ahead of who. So it's 19 seconds. Bottas has gone past. Alonso has gone past. Zhao is on the start-finish straight and has gone past. Ricciardo, can he get past? He's left the pit. Ricciardo's gone past. Aerosmith? Oh, whoa! No, Aerosmith hasn't quite got past, but does eventually. And the blue flags are hopefully going to stop Sargent. So Sargent is now on soft tires until the end of this here race. Yeah. So this is pretty good. Wait, Sargent, wait, hang on a minute. Oh, Sargent with his soft. Sargent has used the blue flags to get a clean run on Aerosmith. That is annoyingly unfortunate. Can I change Aerosmith's? What does this? Okay. Fine. So we want to have 60% tire use when we get to lap 60. Is going to be the shtick for us. Stroll is now in the pits. He is the next one to pit. So he has had his pits. Bottas is passing. So there's Bottas. Is he actually going to get past? Stroll is going to get up to speed.
I don't think we can do much more.
And Sargent with his soft tires is absolutely clapping our cheeks. Absolutely clapping our cheeks. That is rough. That is definitely rough. So Stroll retains 12th place. The next one to pit who is in front of us is going to be Bottas, who is going to go behind us, and Zhao is not going to last until the end of this race. I think both of these drivers are going to have to pit. So I think that is going to take us up to 15th place and 16th place for Aerosmith. Ooh, Bottas has got a mechanical fault. That's rough.
I lost the gears shift.
He's losing his high speeds gear. That is rough. That is rough for Bottas. That is super rough for Bottas. So there are so many wounded cars in this grid. Goddamn, look at this.
Alonso behind you.
Wait, Alonso's behind us?
Focus on the pace.
How was Alonso? No, Alonso is definitely not behind us. Aerosmith is behind us. I don't know how that math started mathing. Ricciardo has DRS. This is fun. Let's see what we can do with it. This is the double DRS, so this is going to be huge. So despite the soft tires, Ricciardo is going to get past Zhao. So if we can get past now, that is huge, but we are going to just cement that place later. Zhao is about to become a non-issue for us. And yeah, we use the double DRS to consummate that advantage, which is pretty good. Yeah, Bottas is definitely pitting again, and Albon is pitting again. So let's do the math. So that's 3, that's 9, that's 15, that's 17 and a half, that's 19 and a half. So yeah, he is gonna come out between Sargent and Ricciardo when he pits is Alexander Albon. So this is going to be a really fascinating battle with the Williams F1 team. We are racing these Williams F1 for position until the end of the race. A late safety car could make things very interesting though.
Ahead of us is Sargent.
Alrighty. Let's see what we can work
Okay,
with.
head down. We keep focusing.
So are we lapped now? Yeah, we're lapped. So we are definitely working to the 1.4 model. So right now on lap 50, we are working to 0.15. Which is fine. Let's just get Aerosmith. Aerosmith, push. Push. Let's burn some fuel. Aerosmith is going for the overtake on Zhao, but she didn't manage it before the DRS zone, but she has the DRS zone now. So as we come into the first of three DRS zones, the DRS is open. She gets a clean pass, which is good for Aerosmith because she gains a position, but it is not good for Aerosmith because she gives Zhao the double DRS. He does have really worn soft tires, so all she has to do now is cement the advantage, which she is unfortunately not able to do. Sargent is fighting off against Alonso, and Alonso is definitely going to have to pit again. Sargent gets past. Oh my god, this is one spicy meatball. Look at this. Fucking hell. That's a very spicy meatball. So Alonso, I think, is definitely going to have to pit again, and Bottas is definitely going to have to pit again. So this, again, could be... Oh. Yeah, okay. This math might work out really interesting when it comes to the points considerations. Because if we can get points, it's gonna be massive. Come on, give me that hot spicy screenshot action. Ricardo, without the use of the DRS, is going to try and get past Fernando Alonso. That is crazy. Team Potato has just overtaken Fernando Alonso. Alonso might get the DRS back, but instead Ricardo is going to get the DRS on Bottas and just fucking overtake him. Okay, all right. I wasn't necessarily expecting that one. And look at that. Oh, look at this beautiful. I wish you could pause during the action replays. So unfortunately, both Bottas and Alonso are going to have double DRS coming into the double DRS zone. However, Bottas might bail to the pits this lap because his tires are, as we call in the professional industry, a little bit fucky-wucky. So let's see, is he going to dive to the pits? Bottas does. He dives to the pit. Bottas dives to the pit. So Alonso is going to get the double DRS, but he is so far back from Ricardo, he is probably not going to be able to do anything with it. So yeah, Albon we are probably going to gain position on, but other than that, everyone else we are racing for position. So this
we have Alonso behind.
This is pretty massive. We are going to scale back our engine usage.
And keep up a bit of lift off for fuel, please.
So yeah, oh god, this is huge. We're so tantalizingly close to the points. God, I would kill for some points. Unfortunately, it does look like Sargent is probably going to get the points. His tires are newer and softer than us, and we are really struggling to keep pace with him. I don't know that I see a world where we overtake Sargent. However, Alexander Albon is in the pits. Let's see how this goes. So Stroll is coming down the start-finish straight. He is going to get the overtake. Ricardo, it's going to be... Oh, Ricardo. This is going to be so tight. Let's just watch it from Ricardo. Let's have the suspense. So Albon is in the pits. And we've overtaken him. He's had a pit stop issue. He's had a pit stop issue. That was the worst possible timing. Yeah. Oh no. That is such. That was like that 3.7 that we had was this pit stop issue, but that was such a bad pit stop issue that Albon is down in 18th place. Oh my god, 18th place. That is unbelievably rough. He has got so many cars to get past. Holy hell. In terms of fuel use, I think this is going to be us for the rest of the race. So we have to get to less or more than minus 1.4. We're on minus 1.8 at the moment. So yeah, we have to make sure we are 1.3 or above before the end of the race. Otherwise, we will run out of fuel. Russell is having his pit stop. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with this. But it is interesting to see because it might mess up our competitors a little bitty. Track's 46 degrees. That is one hot track. That is a very, very, very hot track. So Stroll's coming across the start finish straight. And yeah, he's going to be slightly too far behind. So Russell had a fairly secure pit stop there. And we've overtaken Alonso. And we've no longer overtaken Alonso, but we do get a double DRS. Can Aerosmith get past Alonso? This is amazing. This is like Team Potato fighting like some... I mean, Fernando Alonso's a freaking legend, but we've done it. We have overtaken Alonso to get into 14th place. His tires are getting worn. Both Alonso and Zhao are definitely going to have to pit again. So that is going to remove them from competition. So this is race on for the rest of us. This is absolutely race on. We are 100% battery, so let's go to neutral use. And we're actually going to do the same with Ricardo. We're going to go to neutral use for both of our drivers. And once we start getting to the 60s, lap 60s, we are going to see what we can start doing with this one. That was, I thought I missed an overtake, but that was the McLaren of Lando Norris yeeting past us to take, to lap us. So, with 15 laps to go now, we have Charles Leclerc in first place, followed by Carlos Sainz in second, 8 seconds adrift. Norris is 16 seconds drift in third, with Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Piastri, Tsunoda, Russell, Carrera, Stroll, Sargent, Ricardo, Aerosmith, Alonso. They are all in races of their own. Ocon is in 16th place, and he is fighting a freight train consisting of Albon, Zhao, Gasly is in a race of his own, as is Magnussen, and as is Haas. So let's stick to where the battles are. Albon with his newer tires is trying to get past Esteban Ocon in the Williams. He is coming into the first of 3 DRS zones. Can he do it? He cannot. Oh, but Ocon has caught on to the back of... Okay, so this is now a 3-way battle for 15th place. Alonso, with his really worn soft tires, is being hunted down by Ocon and Albon. Albon by far has the freshest tires of the 3 of them, but he is in the furthest back position, desperately trying to find a way past the both of them. Can anybody do anything? Let's see. Zhao has finally pitted for his other set of tires. Whoa, and Ocon has got the overtake on Alonso. Albon thought about having a go, but he also remembers that he is currently being blue flagged for Verstappen. So they are going to get out of the way. And Albon has it all to do again. So Alonso is now right behind Ocon. Ocon is now going to be trying to chase down Aerosmith, who is my driver. Can Albon find a way past Alonso before he pits? So Alonso is just going to hold up Alexander Albon. So we are going to have to see how that one goes. Couldn't do it in this DRS zone, but he did manage to close up the gap to get quite a powerful advantage. They are now side by side coming into the final hairpin. not the final corner, the final hairpin, and by that I mean the only hairpin. They now come into the 2 DRS zones, so Albon moves to the outside of Alonso, having the DRS overlap. He's got the overlap, he has got the position, and it is a huge advantage he's got. He managed to do that so early, and of course it is a double DRS zone, so Albon can open the DRS again and secure this advantage from Alonso, who is now 0.7 seconds adrift from Albon. So that is fine. He is going to have to pit again, and that is going to be that. So the race for us is now really between these two. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like points are going to be an option, but barring a final 13 lap incident, it looks like the Williams are not going to get points either, which is a little bit of a saving grace. We are 1 lap down. We're definitely not going to get 2 laps down. So we are working to our negative 1.4 fuel delta. Which I hope happens fairly soon. So when we get to lap 70, what we're going to do is we are going to open up the ERS to full deploy to allow our drivers to have the best possible shot of catching up to Logan Sargent. He is 5 seconds up the road, but with 10 laps under our belt, it might be a little bitty of a possibility that we can do this. So we will see how we go. However, I also need to refresh my drink, so I'm going to leave you with the dulcet tones of Tsunoda, who is desperately hunting down Lance Stroll. Okay, we are back. We're now on lap 60, and I'm pleased to see that Tsunoda has not managed to find their way past Lance Stroll. So let's go to a camera that has slightly less volume. Ooh, Ocon has caught right up to the back of Aerosmith, which is slightly problematic in nature. So let's start gunning. So we're now on 10 laps to go. Ocon overtakes Aerosmith. Ah, fuck. Yeah, okay. Let's just start deploying our ERS, and we're just gonna keep it on full deploy for the rest of this race. So we are now 10 laps to go. So
Okay, we need some deploy.
oh, Bottas.
Okay.
Bottas's mechanical fault has worsened, apparently.
Unless the gear is safe.
Ah, another gearbox issue for Bottas. That's unfortunate. So we want to get our tires down to 60%. So I have done charted. So that's my fuel chart. This is my tire chart. So we've done a fuel chart, and we're currently very marginal on fuel. Currently very marginal on fuel. If we get to 5 laps to go, then we'll do that one. So both of our drivers are now punching this. We're on lap 62, so we can get our tires down to lap to 54%. Let's have a look and see if anybody is in jeopardy like they were in Monaco, and it doesn't look like that is the case. My God, what a gaggle of cars there is coming into the hairpin. It does look like Aerosmith is going to have the DRS. She's trying on the inside line, but I don't think Ocon is going to give her space, or is he? She's just pushed. She is just pushed in front, and she has done it. She has solidified that position. So Ocon now has to defend from Albon, who also has DRS, and Aerosmith is going to push ahead using her own DRS. Very, very nice to see it. Very nice to see. Okay, so with lap 62, we can now push with these tires. So we can get ourselves down to 54% on the tires and still be okay. So we're going to start micromanaging this race just a little bit. Our main concern for us is going to be Aerosmith's fuel usage. I think Ricciardo's fuel usage is going to be okay, but Aerosmith does use slightly more fuel than Ricciardo does. So yeah, I'm slightly wary of this. So we're now on lap 63. I'm considering the leaders' laps because we are a lap down, so that is still going to be fine. So 63, we can get down to 51%. You know what? I am a little bit worried about this. I'm going to put us on conserve for just a little bit and see if we can't get to minus 1.3. Because yeah, there we go. There's our fuel delta warnings, and this is a very real fuel delta warning. So we're going to watch the tires.
For the fuel.
And I'm not too sure that we are going to be able to get to Sargent. I think that's probably going to be a hard ask. I think that's going to be a very, very hard ask. But anyway, fuel use is the main thing for just now. So we are using ERS to try, and we're using ERS and tires to try and extend this gap to Ocon. We can get down to 51%. We're now up to lap 64. So we can get down to 48% and still be okay. Ocon is in a fight with Albon. That is going to delay them, which is going to allow Aerosmith to hopefully extend her advantage just a little bit. So we're now 1.4 and 1.4. When we get to minus 1.3, we are safe. Oh my God, Albon has caught right up to the back of Aerosmith, and on the DRS absolutely sails down that inside line, and she goes over the curbs and has to back out. That is unfortunate. Albon does have newer tires, so this is going to be a hard position to retake. Eesh. This will cement Williams' position ahead of us, which is unfortunate. If we can at least overtake Albon again, that would prove instrumental for our race. And we are on 1.3, so let's go back to balanced
lift off, please.
fuel use.
Okay.
So we're now on, leaders are on lap
Keep
65,
on
so
the fuel, please.
we can get down
Yep,
to
understood.
45%. Fuel delta warning is fine, I don't think we have to worry about that one. So we're going to go on full burn with these tires. We're going to burn the tires. Burn the tires. 5 laps to go. So we're aiming for 45%, so if Sonoda can make it, we can make it. Aerosmith has got the double DRS. Can we get ourselves back ahead of Alexander Albon? Ooh, we've got the DRS again, but he's still pulling away. Are we going to try the inside line? We are going to try the inside line. The inside line does become the outside line, and he is over the curbs. So in the same way that Albon overtook Aerosmith, Aerosmith has now overtaken Albon. So very, very good, very good. So our fuel use is now balanced. That is us for the end of this race. Leaders are on lap 65. So we are just devouring tires, attempting to catch, not so much catch up with. I think Sargent is out of the picture for Ricardo. Sargent is out of the picture for Ricardo. This is about defending, really. This is practically about defending. Albon is going to have the double DRS. He's got the newer tires. We're going to go. Leader is on lap 66, so we can go down to 42%. So we're going to keep burning our tires as we are just now. Oh god, that was a very late close over to the inside from Aerosmith. She is done playing fair, but unfortunately, Albon does get past, and he is going to have the double DRS. So on the start-finish straight, that is going to allow him to cement the position over Aerosmith. However, Aerosmith is right behind it. There is still 4 laps of this race.
Understood.
Oh, beans. I'm running out of voice. Meanwhile, Hamilton getting himself into 5th place is absolutely having to hunt down a wounded Perez. Of course, there is a lot of cars with mechanical issues. Mechanical issues may still be a very, very big factor in this race. Aerosmith, our very own Aerosmith, has the DRS. She is going to try and get by, and she does. Which is good for position, but is very unfortunate because, as we've discussed multiple times this race, that is going to give Albon the double DRS. So they are going to come around the hairpin as of now. And this is the DRS zone here. So you are going to see Albon, who already has a good run on Aerosmith, and then the DRS is going to open. He is trying the outside line, and Aerosmith has closed the door. Okay, that was a very gentle close of the door, but I respect it.
5 more laps. 5 more laps.
Definitely respect it. He's going to try again. He's got the overlap. He's going to try for the inside line. It is very cat and mouse, very backwards and forwards between these two. Okay, so 39% is what our tires can get down to. So we've got a lot of give left in these tires, which I'm pretty happy about. So yeah, our main point of looking is going to be for Aerosmith to get past Albon. However, we do note that Hamilton has been overtaken by Perez, despite the mechanical faults to his car. Stroll and Piastri are side by side, DRS, everything in it, and that is going to be a fight for 8th place. The RB car. Yeah, okay. Ooh, actually, hang on a minute. This wasn't DRS.
Now we're
I
down
don't think.
at turn
No, this
9.
was DRS.
They decide to give it a go.
So coming out of the DRS zone, DRS closes.
And the overtake is made.
Aerosmith takes the inside line and secures it from Alexander Albon. Double edge curse. DRS is open on Albon's car once more. He's going to try once again with the inside line that has worked so well for him so far. He's going to have the overlap, and Aerosmith is going to have no choice but to fall in behind.
4 more laps.
Okay, understood.
So, just keeping an eye on our tyres. So with 3 laps to go, let's take stock of this race. Charles Leclerc is in first, who is 13 seconds to the good from Carlos Sainz. Lando Norris is in 3rd place, 20. Ooh, mechanical fault for Piastri. That's a rough one.
Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Doesn't tell us what it is, but he does have a fault. So Norris is in 3rd place with Verstappen 8 seconds behind him. Perez is in 5th with Hamilton desperately trying to close down that gap. Russell is in a race of his own in 7th, as is Stroll. Well, actually, no, Stroll isn't. Stroll is fighting off the now wounded Oscar Piastri. Tsunoda is in 10th place on his own from Juan Manuel Carrera, who is on his own from Sargent, Ricciardo, and then Albon is in 14th place fighting off our very own Aerosmith. Ocon is in a race of his own, as is Zhao, as is Bottas. Magnussen is fighting off Gasly, and then Alonso is bringing up the very bottom of this race. In 21st place, which is not something you thought you would say. Not something I thought I would say. So we are on lap 69. So we can just burn these tires the rest of this race. Okay, I can put this bit of paper down. We are burning the tires until the rest of the race. Give it everything.
Try to cool down the tires again when you can. Cool down the tires where you can.
Give it everything that we've got. We are desperately going to try and get up to and overtake Albon. If we can do it.
Okay.
Now, it is going to be massive. It is going to be massive. Tires are now overheating, which is going to increase their use. But yeah, we are not running until the end of this race because the leader has just gone on to the last lap. So we only have the 1/2 of this lap to go, and then another lap on top of that one. So Aerosmith has ideally got to do this now, but she is 1.5 seconds adrift from Alexander Albon, which is not ideal. He has well and truly broken this toe from Aerosmith. We do still get our objective, but Williams continue their dominance of our team, which isn't good, and we are continuing to drop off this pace. Rough to see. So the leaders are already on their last lap, and yeah, we're 3 seconds off. We are starting to run out of juice. Our tires are melting. We've given it everything, but sadly, it is not going to be a Hibble F1 13-14 today, unfortunately. So on the final lap, we have Charles Leclerc, who now comes across the line to take victory upon this very race. Carlos Sainz is passing some back markers, and he is going to take 2nd place.
Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
What happens if you click on the replay?
Takes 1st place.
Okay, yeah, okay. It doesn't really show you anything. It does not show you anything. So Sainz is going to take 2nd place. Lando Norris is going to be pretty secure in 3rd. Max Verstappen is going to take 4th place with a wounded Perez in 5th. Hamilton is taking 6th, and Russell, 1 lap down, has taken 7th, as has Stroll and Piastri. Tsunoda is going to come across the line in 10th place, with Juan Manuel Carrera in 11th. There's no real battles that need to be worked out, so it is going to be a straight run to the finish line, as it were. Ricciardo, here we go. I think in the end we actually probably didn't need to conserve fuel as we did, but Ricciardo checked the checkered flag for 13th place, and Albon takes 14th. Aerosmith takes 15th, and Ocon is going to be our final finisher on the row. Oh no, I'm sorry, I've got 2 up here. He is going to take 16th place, and Hamilton and Perez is going to take 5th and 6th in their various lap positions. And that is the end of the Canadian Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. We done!
There's Alex Albon making his way back.
A 14th place finish today. No
We gave him a run of his
lots to
money.
think about.
Out and onto the podium steps Charles Leclerc, the driver from Monaco, really deserving of that top 3 spot.
And Verstappen not even on the
What a
podium,
great
so
way to
once
take their
again
3rd win
Leclerc
this year.
takes
They
points from
definitely found their
Verstappen.
form.
Plenty of smiles for the cameras as the drivers can let off some steam here in Montreal. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well,
What are they gonna say?
It was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
True. If we can find consistency at
That's
this
it.
level,
This
that will be
weekend's
okay.
F1 action here in Montreal.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
Spanish Grand Prix. Very nice. So Charles Leclerc started in pole position and won the race after, you know, a bit of interesting strategy choice. I wonder if the strategy had gone our way, what we could have done. But nevertheless, it was an amazing race for us. So Sainz gained 1 place to take second, and Lando Norris gained 2 places to take third. The big story is going to be championship leader Max Verstappen dropping 2 places to 4th place. George Russell for Team Mercedes take the fastest lap and the fastest lap point, which is amazing. Ricardo for Hibble F1 has gained 6 places to take 13th place, which is great. And Raven Aerosmith gained 3 places to take 15th place. So yeah, that's pretty good. Nico Hulkenberg was out after his crash into the barriers, causing a safety car period. In terms of the Drivers' World Championship, there is no change at the top. Max Verstappen does get good points, but Charles Leclerc does continue to take points. The 55-point gap is now being reduced to just 40 points. So yeah, very interesting how this is all going to pan out. But Max does retain his lead of the driver standings by more than 1 race victory. Down at the end of Team Potato, we have no points, and there is no movement in the grid, unfortunately. In the Constructors' World Championship, everybody has points, and Ferrari, so there's no changes, but Ferrari does cement their lead of the Constructors' World Championship. Down at the Potato end, there is no changes, which is fine. In terms of the fastest pit stops, we did unfortunately not place once again. Yeah, all of our pit stops were shit, if we're honest. Both of our pit stops were shit. So we are in 11th place on the championship. So we had a stuck wheel nut, and yeah, this is just, yeah, this is not good. This is not good. However, both our drivers finished above their 18th place target, so we do get $900,000 dues, which is a good finish to the Canadian Grand Prix.
Could go easy on the team kills.
This part.
Just saying. Oh my god. Are you fucking serious?
Where the fuck did they get there?
What's happening?
What the fuck? You fucking bitch!
Oh, here he is. Ka-chow!
Get your dilly vegetables.
Strawberry isn't a vegetable, you fucking mortal!
Let's go! Come on! Yeah! Oh!
But I'm looking down to plant the bomb.
Yeah, but he could. Okay, just because you can't see it. Oh! You can say if you want to, you can fuck a hooker. Are we ready for the flesh?
Are you ready for
tunnel?
Tony Hawk's Pro Flesh Tunnel?
Throttle down, throttle up.
You're a wanker. Okay, I'm.
Fuck!
What does the army say?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck!
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah. It's on you.
I literally can't move.
I'm spawned in the barrel of water.
You're really fast, and I am very good with ropes. That came out badly. Shut up.
We waited all this fucking time for you to download the game, and you fucking get yourself banned.
Doesn't hit as hard as life does.
Jesus Christ, that was
Okay.
deep. Who hurt you?
Shit. Say the word exterminate.
Just up, down, there, right behind you, up the stairs. There we go.
No, that's my tag! Oh, I got it, I got it. Ah! Fuck! Fudge! Oh lord, he's right there! What? Stop the zombie apocalypse, I want to talk about battle steamers. What are you doing, aircraft? Fuck, I'm dead. Not good, not good, not good.
Why is it a planter in the fucking hallway?
Well, because that's what I'm gonna do with my fucking plants, innit? Come cannon! Fucking die!
But he talks all like this. No, wait, that's not right. Hoity-toity-toities. That's.
There's a cloaker! Oh lord! Oh yes! I shuriken the lights out of that!
Why have I been sent to prison?
Oh, holy fuck! That motherfucker just sank the bus.
Do you have any idea how many broken bones you have?
I'm a jellyfish.
Fuck! Fuck! Fucking dumbass.
God damn it!
Absolute fucking.
Why did that not go through?
Cause you suck. What the moon doing? Bitch, I can't be outnumbered. I don't know how to count.
That's a fucking threat.
Okay. Then beat him the balloon. I thought you were gonna hit us up with the Roger Roger in that voice.
Roger, Roger.
Speed sign. You. Fucking hard mode.
Ah, you bitch!
Okay, that's no bueno. This is no bueno. This is very no bueno. All right, let's just abandon.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh! We can break this with all the people inside. Oh fuck yeah, we can. Fuck yeah.